And guys, that's our look at sport.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, lovely stuff and lovely weather too. Not half bad at all. How long will it last? Details next.
Switch on a Daikin Alira X split system with advanced streamer technology to remove more than 99% of harmful indoor air pollutants and surround yourself with cleaner air this summer. Daikin, perfecting the air.
Well, that's more like it. That's why we love where we live. Stunning conditions for most of the mid-north coast throughout today. And I love this time of the year for taking a swim, like the locals here that Glenn captured beautifully. The water, yes, it's cooler, but it's much clearer because of the westerlies. You also have no blue bottles, and a lot of the time you have no seaweed either. It's just quite refreshing when you take a little dip, but just incredible clean conditions up and down the coast, finally. Over the past 24 hours, we've had more wet weather right throughout the southwest and across southern Australia. It's all been fine for central northern Australia, but we're seeing these northwest cloud bands come through one after the other, typical of that negative Indian Ocean dipole, which I explained earlier in the week. This one mostly affecting the southeast, and there's rain in there, and that's going to come through and may just clip the southern areas of the mid-north coast. Late tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little shower or thunderstorm develop throughout, Foster, maybe the Manning, as far north as the Hastings. So some late storms or a little shower come through just as that front clips us, but it's mostly going to affect areas to the south and likely to see a little bit of mid to high level cloud move through. But the cold is still dominating the southeast, very icy right throughout areas from Adelaide to the capital. Sydney dropping, very warm ahead of that system for Brisbane. Temperatures dropping for the Alice, but still fine. Cloudy but calmer in the west for Perth. 21s, low 20s today after that cool start. Generally fine conditions for most. Humidity is back down, so that's quite low, and the winds just shifting around to the east-northeast there for the Macquarie coast and north of to the Coffs coast. It's going to be another brilliant day throughout tomorrow, but a bit of a change. We're probably going to see mid to high level cloud come through, and as I said, wouldn't be surprised if we see just a late little shower or thunderstorm come through. You've got the northerlies and sunshine and some of that mid to high level cloud as well. When you've got that cloud, obviously slows the heating. There's the change coming through behind the passing front, and the cooler air will move back in. But by the time it arrives, temperatures will have climbed well and truly into the low, almost mid-20s for the mid-north coast. Comes down to that cloud as well. That mid to high level cloud is going to slow the heating, but you can see further north it's going to remain fine and sunny, and therefore really warm, exceptionally warm. But overall, not too bad for the local area. Still seeing a little bit of swell hanging in there, to 1.5 metres for another day. Bit of angle to it from the east. Tomorrow you've got a tide. The low is at 7:30 in the morning, so we're back to the high in the afternoon at around about 2:20. Sun to rise 6:20, down 5:25. Looking ahead, it's a great weekend. Just a little bit fresher with the passing of that front, topping out at about 20. Warm Tuesday. Next frontal activity comes through next week. Rain returning from Thursday. But until then, we've got a good, fine run. As I said, just a little bit fresher again after yesterday's warmth. Temperatures dropping from Saturday, Sunday onwards, but it is going to remain all dry across the entire region. And surfers, again, we've got some swell that will be hanging in there for another day as we take a look at beaches to the north. Beautiful Ballina once again. Lovely skies and incredibly warmth, right throughout much of northern New South Wales. But we've got swell there. We should have some favourable conditions, and those winds will switch with the passing of that front. So, Tash, I can kind of see spring from here.
Yeah. Can you feel it?
I can feel it. Definitely feel it.
That's
particularly
good.
across northern New South Wales. Yeah. Mid-20s tomorrow. It's
so nice.
Very nice.
We're all going to enjoy it.
Yes.
Thank you. That is NBN News for this evening. A current affair is coming up next, followed by Thursday night footy. Good night.